We're gonna start out here just fishing and just seeing what we can get. Using the old trout magnet this morning. Seeing if we can elicit any strikes or bites. I'm hoping we can get a nice red ear to come out and play. The wind is perfect today. Tide is high at 6:30, which is nice. Let's see if we can't let that just sink a little. See if we can't just get a nice, giving that just a little movement, if you'll notice. Fish on. Nope. Weed on. Thought it was a fish. Fish on. Nope. Weed on. Make sure my camera's set right so we can see. We're using the trout magnet, giving that a little movement, see if we can pick up a nice red ear or bluegill. Let that sink down a little bit. I had a hit. There was something chasing it. Just take our time. We have high tide at 6:30, which is kind of nice. Remember, there was a fish. Something hit it. Right there, fish on. Fish on. Ooh, what is that? Oh, is that a crappie? Oh, that's a crappie. Look at that. Well, that's what I'm talking about. Look at that. Slab. But not really a slab, but still. Nice crappie. Yeah. Look at that. Really? Come on out of there. Come on. Come on out of there. Look at that. Beautiful crappie this morning. Nice. Let's go see if we can get another one. I like that. The guy came up and hit that. Fish on. Another crappie. I think I found a school of crappie. I think I found a nice school of crappie. Look at this. Another nice crappie. Wow. Come on, this guy's embedded. He wanted this thing. Come on now. Oh, there we go. Well, the way it's got in there, I might have to. There we go. Come on, buddy. Hey, he wanted this thing. All right. They're liking this trout magnet. Fish on. This is a little bluegill. Not a very big one. Little bluegill. Sometimes crappie will hit that on the drop too. They'll hit that right on the fall. And because they're constantly, when they're out there, crappie look up. They're constantly looking up for food. So when you fish and you're coming down on top of them, they're going to come up to find it. All right, well, maybe that's the only 2 crappie in the delta. I kind of doubt that, but it's kind of really, yeah, there's some more fish out there coming up, so let's see what we got. I see fish coming up. We're just slowly bringing it in. Just a slow retrieve. Just tapping, you know, using my finger to give that action to that trout magnet. That was a bite right there. It's even bit. I bit again. All right, let's step over just a little bit. There's something big playing over there. Probably a big old bass. I'll bet. Usually where there's 1 or 2 crappie, there's more, because crappie travel in a school. Maybe we'll let that sink down a little bit out there and just kind of, just maybe do a little slow retrieve, just kind of giving it a bump. See if we can do another crappie. Just kind of get down there where they're living in the grass. Oh, that was a fish. Hit it. Remember, sometimes those crappie, they'll hit that on the way down too. So you got to watch your line. Any little bump or thump. We're going to kind of just give it a more smoother. Yeah, there's fish playing out there. Fish on. Fish on. There's another little bluegill. Yeah, little guy here. See here? Test on here. I don't know, sometimes it just depends on, you know, what you're in the mood for. If your hand gets tired, you can still bring it, you know, still bring it in. Sometimes that crappie thump is amazing too. When you can feel that thump of that crappie, bam. There's a fish. Alright, let's go back out here. Alright, we're going to let that kind of just sink down. See if we can't feel that thump. We're going to get kind of right down on the grass line there. Just kind of come through it. Caught 2 crappie. Right there. Right there. Another little bluegill. These guys are little guys though. We're wanting the big. We're wanting to find the big ones. That would be nice. Alright, Let's see what we got here. I'm just slowly bringing it in. Fish on right there. Fish on. What is this? I think this is another crappie. Yeah, another crappie. Nice crappie. Look at that. Look at that guy. Oh, this is nicer. This is what we're talking about right here. Look at that. Look at that guy. Oh, yeah. Yeah, getting into a school of crappie out here at the Delta is a lot of fun. What a bad boy. They're more interested in an active lure, it seems, than an inactive one. Alright, we'll let that sink just for a little bit since we're at high tide. Maybe we just weren't deep enough with the bobber. Let's kind of let it sink down, just kind of work our way back through. Fish on. That's another crappie. Oh, lost him at the California release. Lost him at the water. Well, that's number 4 crappie right there. The guy came up and hit that. Fish on. Another crappie. I think I found a school of crappie. I think I found a nice school of crappie. Look at this. Another nice crappie. Wow. Come on, this guy's embedded. He wanted this thing. Come on now. Oh, there we go. Well, the way it's got in there, I might have to. There we go. Come on, buddy. Man, he wanted this thing. All right. I'm going to put on my my buddy Marlon Carpenter's crappie candy here and put a little kicking crappie juice on it since I found some crappie. And I got a black jig head with a underspin. So let's see if they will hit that as well. Make sure my drag is set. And that's my buddy Marlon Carpenter's crappie jigs. So I've caught 4 crappie this morning on the trout magnet. So let's see if we can't. And they're in. I guess they're in here. We probably found a little school of them maybe. Let's see if we can't hit a few more on this green Marlon Carpenter crappie jig with the underspin. Let's see if they'll hit that. Make sure my drag is set. There we go. Yeah. I kept with the chartreuse jig. We might find a different color as well. We have found some crappie, so let's see if we can't catch a couple more. Let's It's a 1/32 ounce jig head as well. Sometimes crappie just like that smaller presentation. You know, they're all about the smaller presentation too. I got a little right there, right there. That's something nice. Oh, that's a nice crappie. Now that's what I'm talking about right there. Look at that. That is a slab crappie. I like that slab right there on that Marlin Carpenter jig. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Look at that puppy. Nice. It's not giant, but still nice crappie. Let's get a photo of it. We'll do one more cast. We've been standing here now about an hour and caught a lot of fish, which is great. But let's see about moving. Let's let that get down. Kind of sink into that grass a little bit. Maybe those crappie moved a little deeper. You know, the thing is, you can feel yourself kind of bumping the grass tops, and that's kind of what you want to be doing, is just bringing it slowly across those grass tops. Those crappie are down in that grass. Fish on right there. Oh, right there's something nice. Man, I think that's a bluegill. Nice. I think it's a nice red ear. Yeah, really nice. That's the kind of red ear I live for. This is the kind I like right here. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. I can almost lip this guy. That's the kind I like. California Delta red ear, man. These guys are great. Let's get a photo of him. Well, that big guy fell into the water and took off. I know what was wrong with that other situation, not sticking the fish as the bigger hook, not allowing them to get it into their mouth. So we're gonna go with the smaller presentation here. 1/32, actually 1/64 ounce hook. That would allow it to actually, right there, see, it's gonna allow them to, right there, it's gonna allow it to get it into its mouth versus being, you know, size 10 or size 12 hook. Not allowing that to happen. All right, we're back here in the little area. Let's see if we can't find any shell. We haven't found too many shell crackers today. We found a bunch of small ones, but the shell crackers may be out doing something else. But we haven't really found a whole nest of shell crackers yet. Got the trout magnet here. We've been kind of going back and forth between the trout magnet and a shad crappie jig with an underspin, and just kind of seeing what we can find. There's fish. Little guy though. Little guy. Again, we're fishing with micro jigs, so you can't. While you can catch big fish with micro jig, you can also catch a bunch of small fish with micro jig. That's why they call it a micro jig. Well, there's one right there. That didn't take too long. Now we gotta bring him up. So we found out where the small guys are, but we're looking for the big guys. They're in there. It's just these small guys are beating them to the bait. Beating them to the bait store. So we're letting it kind of just sink down. Just working along the bottom of the rocks. Oh, right there. That's a little nicer one. No, a little nicer than the small one. No, he's not a big guy, but he is yeah, he's a little nicer. Look. So every cast so far has produced a fish in this little area. Right there. Yep. Real pretty. I like to rub that that fish slime on my jig as a natural scent. All right, let's see if we can. So far, forecast 4 fish. Let's see if we can make it 5 casts, 5 fish. Just working it slow. Oh, we gonna be out of luck on this one? Oh, he hit it. Looks like we're gonna be 4 casts, 4 fish. 4 casts, 4 fish. All right, let's see if we can go for 6 casts, 5 fish. Right there. What we got? What do we got? What do we got? Oh, we got a bluegill. Look at that guy. Boy, he wanted that thing too. He wanted it bad. Look at that. Nice little bluegill. Not huge, but not bad. All right, we're gonna put this back on, kind of rub some of his fishiness back on that. If you wanted to catch a bunch of striper bait, you come out here, you can catch all the striper bait you want. Those little bluegill are perfect for big stripers. I like this area here because it's a little more shallow, and there's a little flatness to it. It doesn't have the depth of the other area I was fishing. So it may be that there might be some big reddy or some big bluegill just laying up in here. Let's just see. Let that kind of sink down. Can't let it sink down too much because, like I said, it's a little more shallow through here. There was a hit. There's a fish. Oh, look at that guy. These guys, I tell you, even the small ones are just an incredible amount of fun to catch. The colors are amazing. And they're just a lot of fun. Just let that get down on those rocks. And just basically what we're doing, we're just coming over top of the rocks like we did the grass. Because these bluegill, you know, they just nestle down on these rocks. That's where they wait for food. But there's another one. Oh, this is a little nicer one here. This is a crappie. Another crappie. Oh my gosh, look at this. This is a nice crappie. Look at this. Nice crappie right on the shoreline. Look at that boy. All right, we're gonna get a picture of him. All right, I think this is crappie number 8 I've hit today. Great photo. Awesome. All right, let's put them back in. There's a fish. You know, the thing about crappie is typically once you find one, you find more. Crappie's a schooling fish. So we're gonna let that sink down out there And then we're gonna let it see if we can't let it get closer to that bottom before we even make a move on it. And then just kind of bring it in. Kind of let it work over those rocks. Fish on. Fish on. Little bluegill. Fish on. What do we got here? A bluegill. Nice bluegill. Crappie jig. Nice. Alright, you can kind of see when your line is moving upstream. That's a good sign. Might be a fish on it. Fish on. They're not bad. Let's make it happen. We'll just keep working this bank. Man, they like these trout magnets. Ooh, that's a nice one too. Nice. Nice bluegill. Come on, get it back to me. Again, I like to put that fish juice on my hands. Kind of a deep hole right here, which is nice. So we'll fish it. Watch the time and the battery. Oh, fish off. Oh, fish off. That's a nice one too, I think. Came up and hit it. Felt like a good one. Let's keep fishing. Now, man, they're out there. I'm telling you, there's a lot of bluegill out there. All right, there's a good one too. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah, look at that guy. Very nice. All right, watching the time. We should do a challenge. It'd be fun to do a challenge, like what's the quickest limit you can get, you know? Just do some sort of fishing challenge. Now we're getting through some grass right there. Let's come over that grass. I'm in the grass. Doggone it. Let's go back. All right, let that sink down. Bump, bump. Sometimes on the bump, bump, you can get a right there. Fish on. Fish on. Nicer fish. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. It's pretty shallow over here. I'm just looking at the way the water's laid out. I can see kind of the shallow spots, which are there. kind of laid out there, so I'm not. Oh, right there's a fish. Little guy though. Get a little one. He's too small to keep. Little one. We want to go back to the big guys. Little guy right here. I want to get back. So I'm just kind of looking at the topography. I like the depth. I like the depth. I can see right there, you know, yeah, you're getting some hits right there. There's a fish. Not a big guy, but not small. He's too small. And I gotta go get my bucket. So I think I'm gonna bring I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna waste time. I'm gonna bring my truck up here because I can see the bank is gonna be a decent spot to catch fish. See you in a minute. I am looking for some bigger fish though. There we go. Right in the rocks. Okay, this guy's a little nicer. All right, he's a little better. I like him. He is he's a candidate. Pretty guy. He's a candidate. So my buddy, the guy out here come by and he goes, I said, hey, man, I probably caught, I don't know, a lot of fish today. He's like, you keep them? I said, no. He said, man, I said, you want me to keep some for you? He said, yeah. I said, okay. So, you know, that's how you build friends, and you treat people with respect, and you treat their land with respect, and you know, they allow you to fish on their land. So I think I'm gonna take that bucket down there and get some water. I have to watch my knees, my old knees. I'm getting old. Number one rule of tackle box. Number one rule of fishing, I would say, if there was any rules about fishing, the number one rule is always close your tackle box. I'll see you in a minute. Yeah, we've had a really great morning with, you know, no wind. It's been really nice. There he is right there. That's what I was looking for right there. Good one. A good one. Oh, come on now. Come on. Seriously? Oh, there. Oh. Look at the beautiful, look at that, man. Look at that warmouth. Look, check it out, man. Beautiful fish. A lot lighter color than the other ones I've been catching. Check them out, man. Look at that. Oh, come on. You know that. Oh, seriously? I mean, I'm a grown man. I know how to lip a fish. This guy is a challenge, man, to lip. Look at him. He's not even letting me lip him. Look at the colors on that guy. Look at the colors. Nice, thick little fish. We're going to put them in the bucket for Rigoberto. They eat this size, so they clean them, gut them, and deep fry them. So let's... One thing I've learned about in California, different cultures have a whole process for different size of fish. Different cooking methods. The way they cook them, the way they prepare them. And for example, my friends in the Asian community, they take the small bluegill and they clean them, and they cut their head off, and then they deep fry them whole, and they call them chips. They eat them bones and all. The bones become brittle, and they're not going to get you because they deep fry them to a point of they deep fry them, and they become a chip. So they call them chips. That's not a bad one either. Oh, that's a good one right there. Oh, that's a good one. Look at that guy. That's a good one. This guy right here, right up on the rocks. Hand size. If they're hand size, they're pan size. So that's great. Now see, I went to that bigger profile with the underspin and finding bigger fish.